Hello everyone, this is Priyansu Chaudhary, Assistant Professor of Solution and Bihar University. Today we will going to talk about the bulk density and particle density. So let's see what is bulk density and particle density. Bulk density refers to the weight of the oven dry soil with its natural structure arrangement. The pore spaces is a part of the volume of soil measured of for bulk density. Bulk density is determined by dividing the weight of oven dry soil in grams by its volume in cubic centimeters. The variation of bulk density is due to largely to the difference in total pore space because of finer structure. Soils have a higher percentage of a total pore spaces. It follows that a finer textured soil have a smaller bulk density values. Obviously, than a compacted soil have a lower percentage of total pore space and therefore a high bulk density is high and low bulk densities have a great influence the engineering properties, water movement, rooting depth of the plants, and many other physical limitations of soil interpretations. Uh, a particle it is also called the density of solid particles. If uh, we described it, so it is also called the density of a soil solid particles, mean particles density or a true density, particle density or true density. So now is a particle density. PS of soil is the over dried mass of soil per unit volume of soil solids. PS means a particle density, M as mass of soil, and Vs means soil solids. So, the particle density of soils is the over dried mass of soil per unit volume of the soil solids. So, it is also called density of solid particles, mean a particle density or a true density. The particle density depends on a chemical and mineralogical compositions of the soil. In most soils, particle density is in the range of 2.60 to 2.70 gram centimeter cube. For all particles, purpose average value of 2.65 milligram meter cube is used since this value is very close to the density of a quartz, dominant mineral in sand and silt frictions of the soil. The presence of iron oxides and other heavy minerals increase, but organic matter content decrease. The particle density value as the soil organic matter is a light in weight as compared to mineral particles. Now, bulk density mm, of the soil is the oven dried mass per unit volume of the soil as a whole, including pore spaces. Bulk density we are denote as PB and oven dried mass MS and unit per unit volume VT soil as a whole, including pore spaces. The Particle density is always greater than bulk density. Per unit volume, always greater than solids. I'm saying particle density is always greater than bulk density, and per unit volume always greater than volume of solid soil solids. If the pores constitute half of the volume of soil, then bulk density is half of particle density of, and then bulk density will be range between a 1.30 to 1.35 per milligram meter cube. The particle the bulk density of soil is influenced by texture and structure, moisture, moisture content, organic matter, and management practices of soil. In porous textured soil, bulk density varies from 1.40 to 1.75 milligram meter cube, while in a fine textured soil is normally range from a 1.10 to 1.40 milligram meter cube. The bulk density decreases with increases in organic matter content and the finers of the soil texture. Higher value of bulk density indicates a more compactness of the soil. The bulk density generally increase with a soil depth due to a lower organic matter content and the over burden of the upper soil layer in swelling soils. It decreases with the increase in moisture content, and the versus the bulk density is of a greater important than a particle density in understanding the physical behavior. Of a soil has and is used for computing the weight of the porous slice of soil. The reciprocal of a bulk density is a specific volume. VB is that the ratio of volume to dry mass of soil expressed as a centimeter gram per inverse or a meter cube milligram per inverse. Uh, the VB is an index of degree of com- compactions or looseness of the soil. A higher value of VB indicates a lower level of the compactions. The value of a specific volume for agriculture soil may vary from a 0.55 to 0.70 milligram meter inverse for a coarser texture soil, and the from a 0.70 to 0.90 millicube milligram inverse for fine textured soil. Total porosity denoted by a F is the volume occupied by the pores per unit volume of soil. It is an index of a relative pores volume in the soil and is generally expressed as a percentage. So formula of the porosity F is equal to Vf upon Vt into 100. So it's a value varies between a 30 to 60%. 30 to 60%. So porosity is a lower in the porous structure soil than in the fine textured soil, but the size of individual pores is a larger in the porous structured soil than in the fine textured one. In a clay soils, the total porosity is a highly variable as the high, soil alternative swells, shrinkage, aggregates, disperse, compacts, and the cracks during the wetting and drying. Porosity is related to bulk density and particle density of the soil as F is equal in bracket 1 minus PB bulk density minus particle density into 100. So two types of pores, macro and micro, occur in soil without any clear demarcations. Usually pores larger than a 0.06 mm in diameter or considered as a microscopes water conducting, and those smaller are called a micro spores. uh, Microspores are water retaining or a capillary pores, also uh, called a capillary pores. Micropores allow easy movement of water and air, whereas this movement are the restricted to the some extent in the microspores. Pore space directly control the amount of water and air in the soil and indirectly influence the plant growth. Distribution of different size pores is more important for crop production than a total porosity of the soil. The existence of approximately equal proportion of both macro and micro pores are ideal for optimum aeration, permeability, drainage, and water retention. This also offer most favorable physical condition for optimum plant growth, and porosity of soil can easy be altered. Now avoid ratio is volume occupied by pores per unit volume of a soil solid. So avoid ratio denoted by a small e, and VF here is a volume occupied by pores per unit volume of a soil solid Vs. So void ratio is preferred for engineering purpose. Now void ratio is greater than a porosity as a per unit volume is always greater than a Vs, and it is value varies between a 0.3 and to 2.0. The relationship between a void ratio and porosity is that like E is equal F upon 1 minus F, or F is equal E minus 1 plus E. Degree of saturation denoted by a S is the ratio of the pore volume occupied by water is denoted by a VW to the total volume of pores VF, and usually expressed the percentage. So here S is equal VW minus VF into 100. It range from a 0 in dry soil, 100% is completely saturated soil. However, complete saturation is rarely attained under a field condition since some air is always trapped even is a very wet soil. Air-filled porosity denoted by a Fa is the volume occupied by the air denoted by Va per unit volume of the volume of soil Vt and expressed the percentage air-filled porosity denoted by Fa. So is equal to Va which is volume occupied by air upon a Vt. Here Vt is a per unit volume of soil into 100. It an important creation important important criterion of soil aeration and is related to the degree of saturation of soil as Fa is equal F in bracket 1 minus S. Mass wetness. Mass wetness denoted by a 0Z is the mass of the water MW per unit mass of oven dried soil MS. It is often termed gravimetric water content and expressed as the fraction of percentage. So OG is equal to MW, which is MW here, a mass of water, and MS per unit mass of oven dried soil into 100. In mineral soil, the mass wetness as saturation range 25 to 60% depending upon a bulk density. The saturated water content is usually taken a maximum water holding capacity of the soil. Thus, saturated water content is higher in a clay than the sandy soil. In organic soils, peat and muck, the saturated water content on the mass basis may exceed 100%. Volume wetness or a volumetric water content. Wetness and volumetric water content. Volume wetness OV is the ratio of total volume of water occupied in the pore spaces, the total volume of the soil expressed as a fraction of percentage. So OV is equal to VW upon VT into 100. At a saturation, volume wetness is equal the total porosity of soil. It's range from the 40 to 50% in the sandy. Approximately 50% is a medium and can be 60% in clay soil. Clay soil, especially with the expanding type of minerals, it may exceed the porosity of dry soil because of its swelling upon wetting relationship of volume wetness with S and F can also be derived as is equal to OV upon F and FAF minus OV. The expression of water content as a volumetric basis is more useful and convenient as volume wetness is directly involved in a calculating water flux in a volume of Water added to water soil by rains, irrigation, and the volume of water extraction from the soil by the process of evaporation and transpiration by plants. So depth of water, the depth of water denoted by dw in centimeter or mm may be calculated. dw is equal ov, volume wetness, into dt. Because ov is equal og and uh, bulk density, therefore ob is equal og into bulk density into dt, where dt is the depth of soil layer for which the depth of water is to be calculated. Weight for a slice, the weight of for a slice per hectare is the oven dried weight of soil is 1 hectare area of the depth of 15 centimeter. This weight is used for calculating the amount of fertilizer and the amendments to be applied. It is customary to consider that an average for a slice of the 1 hectare area of a medium textured soil having a bulk density of around 1.33 milligram per meter cube, weight about 2000 milligram, or 2 into 10 to the power 6 kg, and it is calculated weight bulk density into porosized depth into area of 1 hectare. So weight here 1.33 milligram meter cube into bulk density 0.15 into 10 to the power 4 is equal 1995 or 2000 milligram, or 2 into 6 10 to the power 6 kg. Numerical problem with So here completed soil bulk density and particle density. Next one, soil color. Soil color. What is a soil color? Soil color provides a valuable information regarding soil conditions and some properties of soil. For example, dark colored soil absorb more solar radiation and warm up faster than the light colored soil color is also used for the, soil classification and in interpretation and the description of the soil profile. The presence of the excessive salt and soil erosion, etc., can also be easily identified from the soil color. Soil color of the soil is an important feature. Is recognized different soil types, but color is also on the indicator of a certain physical and chemical characteristics. Soil uh, color is due to primarily two factors: humus content and the chemical nature of the compounds present in the soil. Humus has a dark brown, almost black color, a very high content of humus may mask the color of the mineral matter to such as extent that the soil appears almost black, uh, re- regardless if the color status of the iron compounds. Iron is and the important color material because iron appear as a certain on the surface of mineral particles. About the 5% or more of mineral soils is iron in unweathered soil where the iron exists as and unweathered minerals. It has a little or or number influence on a color. The iron that has the greatest effect on color is that which was weathered from the primary minerals and exit in it the oxide and hydroxide form. The following Uh, determination of soil color, a standard system of accurate description of soil color involves a Munsell color chart. Um a small pieces of soil is compared with the standard color chips in the soil color book. Each color chips is described by three components: hue, value, and chroma. The hue is the dominant spectral uh, color which refers to a usually redness and yellowness in soil. The value is refers to a relatively lightness or darkness of color, amount of reflected light. The value of zero being a black. The chroma represent the purity of dominant color, strength of the color, or chroma of zero being a neutral gray. The Munsell color notations are systematic, numerical, and letter designations of each of these three parameters. For example, the notation of a 2.5 YRF upon 6 means the hue of a 2.5, a YR value of 5, and chroma 6. The equivalent soil color name for this Munsell notation is a red. Soils have a wide range of colors of red, brown, and even green. Some soils are nearly black, which some are nearly white. Adjust Adjacent soils may even have a different color. Example: black and red soil exist side by side in Andhra Pradesh. Soil color may vary with a depth in soil profile and from place to place in the landscape. The soil horizon may have a colors of same hue but a different chroma and value. Factor influencing soil color, most important factor influencing the soil color are a mineralogic and chemical composition of soil. Presence of management oxides imparts black, while presence of manganese oxide impart a black, while gluconite imparts green color to the soil. Calcium carbonate, which is found in the soil and semi-arid region, imparts a white color. Iron compounds, iron compounds, red, yellow, brown color is mostly related to extent of the oxidation and hydration and diffusion of iron oxide in the soil. Yellow, red, and brown color are mostly due to a presence of the geotite and hematites and magnetite. respectively. Orange matter, organic matter present in the soil tends to the impart dark brown to black color to it. Moisture soil are darker in color than a dry soil. Soil texture and structure. Porous textured soil are usually lighten color, and while well structured soil appear to a darker color. So here completed a soil color. There are various degree of hydration and the color varies between the red, yellow. It is important to note that the yellow iron, as in the oxide formed as well the hydration. This means that a supply of oxygen must be associated with moist condition to cause a yellow color to form too much water, and the absence of oxygen cases anaerobic microorganisms which reduce the ferric irons to ferrous form, and the gray color would be the result. The red color is associated with the good aeration and generally lower amount of water in present than in found in yellow materials. Soil color are not limited to dark brown and black with a gray, red, or yellow, or they are intermediate. These are some soils with various other shades generally as a result of other minerals present in the present material. So here is a soil color and all the fundamental concept almost completed in this slide here. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is Priyansu Chopra, Assistant Professor of Suryaski and Bihar University. Today we will going to talk about a soil structure. What is a soil structure and uh, soil aggregates. So let's see what is a soil structure. Soil structure, it is a particular importance in the absorption of the water and the circulation of air. A desirable structure should have a higher proportion of medium size aggregates and uh, prescribable number of and an appreciable number of the large pores through which water and air can move. Structure of both the B horizon and the A horizon is a very crucial to a proper drainage in infiltration and productivity in soil with a poor structure. Root penetration in limited, thus the reducing the plant's access to water and nutrients. The structure of the A horizon has received a great deal of attention because of the its relation to seedbed preparation, B horizon potential aeration, water infiltration, overall soil health. So let's see soil structure. The primary soil particles do not exist as such. Um, such in a natural condition, but the broad bonded together into a large units of aggregates, usually termed as secondary particles. These aggregates formed under a natural condition are called pads. Where an irregular shaped coherent mass of soil formed during a tillage operation is called a clod. Soil structure is defined as the arrangement of a primary and secondary soil particle in a certain structure pattern. This arrangement result in a information of different sized soil pores. Therefore, a soil structure may also be defined as the arrangement of the various sized soil pores in certain structure pattern. So now is the important of soil structure. Soil structure influence almost all the plant growth factors like water supply, retention, aeration, availability of a plant nutrient, heat, root penetration, microbial activity, and etc. Strong aggregations decreases uh, decrease detachability and transportability of soil particles by water and wind and thus reduce the runoff and soil erosion. Soil structure is useful for a classification of soils. It is affected by a tillage, cultivation, and application of fertilizer, manure, lime, gypsum, and irrigation. Classifications of soil structure. Uh, Soil structure is described and classified based on the types of the type as determined by a shape and arrangement. The class as a differentiated by a size, and third one is the grade as a determined by a distinctness and the durability of pads. So types of structure based on shape and arrangement of a pad. Soil structure is classified as a simple and the compounds, and simple structure, natural cleavage, planes are absent. Simple structure is of two types: uh, simple granite and massive. In single granite structure, particles are completely unattached to each other, as in case of a loose sand. And while in a massive structure, particles are the bonded in a large cohesion, non-structured mass. In case of a surface crust, plow, pane, and the clay pan. In compound structure, In compound structure, natural cleavage planes are visible with a naked eyes. This shape are individual paired and described according to relative length and vertical and horizontal axis by a shape and their edges. Compound structure is four types of depending upon a shape and their characteristics like first one, types of compound soil structure and their characteristics. Type one is a blocky all the shape and characteristics of a blocky, all the three dimensional of a pets are of about same size, providing a shape of a block having a flat and rounded face. These pets are further divided into a angular blocky and the subangular blocky. In the former face are flat and the edges and corner are sharp, while in the letterfish and the edges are mainly rounded. The blocky structure usually found in a B horizon and promotes good drainage, aeration, and root penetration. Second one is a prismatic. Prismatic, the pads are elongate more in vertical than in a horizontal direction. Given a column-like shape, vertical cleavage planes are the predominant. When the top of pads are relatively angular and flat, is called a prismatic, and when rounded, it is called a columnar. Prismatic structure commonly occurs in subsurface horizon in a arid and semi-arid region, and poorly drained soil of a humid region having a swelling type of clay. Platy horizontal axis is a longer than a vertical axis, resulting the plate-like appearance. Horizontal cleavage planes are predominant. When the pad are s- thick, they are called platy, and when thin are called laminar. Platy structure is often inherited from a parent material and may also be formed due to a compaction of a clay soil by a heavy machinery. Plate structure restricted infiltration and percolation and aeration soil. Spherical pits are roughly spherical and granular and subdivided into a granular and crumbs. Granular structure is less porous than the thumb due to a low organic matter content. Spherical structure formed by a biotic activity in surface horizon and promotes infiltration, percolation, aeration, and root penetration in soil. Classes of soil structure on the basis of size aggregates. Each type of soil structure is further subdivided into five classes. The size of aggregates is a certain number of quantitative classifications of soil structure. Chorus and sand size aggregates are more favorable for plant growth and very smaller or very large aggregates. So grade of soil structure. Grades of soil structure. It is a qualitative means of the classification of soil structure. Qualitative means of classification of soil structure. Grades of soil structure are the identified on the basis of the stability of the grades. Stability of a grades refers to their resistance to dis- disruption by impact of raindrops under a submerged condition. It is influenced by a moisture content amount and type of clay and nature of the adsorbed cation and organic matter content of a soil. High moisture content, colonite clay, uh, deviant cations, and high organic matter content make the aggregates relatively soft. Three structure grades have been identified as a weak, moderate, and strong. So, grades of soil structure. To describe to soil structure, the sequence, grade, class, and type of the followed. For example, strong, porous, angular, blocky, moderate, thin, platy, and weak, fine, prismatic structure. Like a great weak, first one is weak, so characteristics are poorly formed, indistinct pads with which are not as stable. Moderately developed pads which are fairly stable and distinct. A strong, a very well developed pad which are quite stable and distinct. So genesis of structure refers to the uh, cases and method of formation of aggregates. The following two processes are the involved in the genesis of structure. First one is a flocculation. Flocculation. Flocculation, it is an electrokinetic phenomena is in which positive and negative charge are involved in a soil water suspension, and the clay particles with a high zeta potential repel each other. With the addition of flocculating agent, zeta potential is lowered. The particles come closer and attract each other, resulting in the formation of floccles of silt size. Floccles are stable as long as the flocculating agent is present. Flocculations also take place due to hydration, high soluble salt concentration, and the presence of the divalent or trivalent cations. Cementation of floccles. It refers to consolidation of a clay foccolates by a cementing material so that they may not get displaced. Once this have been flocculate, as floccolates are not large than a silt size. Therefore, flocculations would be unfavorable for a plant unless these are further aggregates by inorganic calcium carbonate oxides of iron and aluminium and organic matter cementing materials. Flocculation of a clay particles is therefore the request for aggregation. So aggregation is always refers to a flocculation plus where a plus in the cementing agent. Factors influence the formation and the stability of the soil structure. So first one is the physical factors. Physical factors includes the wetting and drying and freezing and thawing. Alternate wetting and drying leads to a formation of a smaller aggregates. particularly in the fine texture soil. Drying causes a shrinkage of the soil mass, and when the large dry cloud is wetted, rapid entry of water causes unequal swelling in the cloud, and the cloud is fragmented along the cleavage plane. In the process of wetting, increasing the pressure of the interrupt air causes distribution of the large cloud into a smaller pieces. Similarly, freezing causes cracks in the large plot by expressions of a water. These cracks, cracks takes in more water upon thawing and get enlarged further of the refreezing. Chemical factor. The chemical factors includes the exchangeable cation and the binding materials. Clay acts as a cementing agent, also swells shrinkage upon the wetting and drying. In certain also small aggregates are held together by a covering of the clay particles. Exchangeable ions such as the calcium, magnesium and potassium have a fluctuations effect on the clay, while sodium has a dispersing effect. The sodium ions dominating on a exchangeable complex of a sodic soil cause a particles or repel each other and hinder the formation of the aggregates. The divalent cations such as the calcium and magnesium causes the individual colloidal particles to come together and form foccolates. Calcium also help in binding the organic colloids and clay particles. Hydrate Swaxe oxide from almost completely inversible colloid upon dehydration and the uh, and help in forming stable aggregates as in the lateric soil, oxysol and ulti soil called the lateric soil of the humid